So, should you go to film school?
Wait. No. I don't know. Sell kidney?
Well, I'm not asking you. I'm just trying to answer the question.
Oh. Well, then answer the question.
Yeah, well, it depends. So I know when we initially finished the treatment, we thought we should just pack it all up, go to Hollywood, let's make this film. We hadn't even written the screenplay yet, but we just thought, we'll go to Hollywood, we'll figure it out.
Where were you on that one, dipshit?
Yeah, it's crazy. Fortunately, our parents kind of guided us into saying, look, let's just stay at school and maybe see what's around there before you guys just pack everything up and go across the country.
But I mean, it is a good question to think about, like, what's the benefit of film school? Because, there are a lot of, things that you can learn at film school. I mean, resources too, like with equipment. You're going to have all this equipment. You're going to have professors that are going to teach you a great foundation of just like the background theory, which is important. But you're learning a specialized skill set. So sometimes that choice is hard. Do I go to film school or...
All I'm offering is the truth.
What do I do?
Yeah. I know for me personally, it would not have made sense because while I was really eager to just go make that film, I was interested in lots of other stuff. I had thought that I may be an English teacher or write novels or go into like computer science. Like I had lots of other interests, so going to film school would have probably been a waste for me.
It's a goddamn waste of time.
I mean, thinking about your journey now, like I started off as pharmacy, then chemistry, then math, and then it was, of course, when we caught the film bug, I started again.
All things that would have made you more money.
Well, maybe, I guess, yeah. But for me, it was like looking at, okay, so now that I want to pursue film, I really did consider, do I kind of drop where I'm at and pursue film school? So that made me think about, well, location, where would I go? What would the cost be? But I ended up just deciding, well, at my current university, what are the resources that I can tap into? So I started taking theater classes, cinema studies, like just learning about just all these different films. That was kind of a big part. I started looking at the location to what films may be coming in area to jump on set as a PA just to kind of start accessing it. So for me, it was kind of all those things. And now as I teach film and work with my students, it really does kind of depend on who you are. A lot of times will say, well, that student I can tell has potential, but they kind of need that guidance. They need a little bit of a push and motivation to say, hey, maybe you should look at this or try doing this. Other students, you just give them a camera and let them go, and you can kind of see, well, they're off. They're ready to make the films by themselves. So I think that's a lot about who you are as a filmmaker, and especially in today's kind of culture in the 21st century, depends.
So the blessing and the curse of being a filmmaker in this day and age is that we have all these resources at our disposal. You can shoot a 4K film on your phone.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
You make YouTube channels. I mean, so you're being, a producer and creating all this content. You can write, you can just edit. And...
There's so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it.
But you're also then competing with all these other people that are trying to do the same thing. So that's kind of hard. So I think...
Yeah, you have to know why you're doing this. And it's the only... I feel like sometimes it's the only thing that will keep you going.
Why did we choose this
of all
path?
things?
Why do we want to be filmmakers? Like, why did we choose that? I think we ask ourselves that all the time.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah. But our whys are different though.
Yeah, my why is because I want to tell stories. I love writing and developing stories and kind of seeing something come to life and then following it all the way through to the end and what it could possibly be. So I just enjoy that. And I even love teaching and seeing students, I just get that excitement of being on set and just creation. It's fun.
Yeah, for me, I've met so many talented people, from actors to writers, that sometimes have a hard time getting their projects off the ground. So my why is just really to help people get their stories out there into the world.
And whether you want to go to film school or not, I know that's a difficult choice, but really it's about kind of with Mark Duplass and the Duplass brothers, the cavalry's not coming. So don't sit around and wait for things to happen. Nothing's going to fall in your lap, okay? So you've got to be able to just get out there and make things happen.
Yeah, bold choices. One of my favorite quotes is, fortune favors the bold. This, again, like we've said, is the road less traveled, but be bold and...
Yeah, be bold.
Yeah.
Make films.